Yes, Lord, अध्यात्मदीपमधिविरेषणं तमोघं संसारिणां करुणयाः पुराणपुर्यं तं व्याससूर्योपयामि गुरुं मुनीनां नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये। कमनीयकिशोरमुखमूर्ते कलपेन्दुपुणिदानदानविन्दोः मम पादीसम्भतामुरारे मधुरिणा कनिकापिपापि नमो ॐ विष्णुपदाय कृष्णप्रसाय भूतले श्रीमती भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिनिधि नामे नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषशून्यवादी पाश्चात्यादेशधारिणे श्रीमद्गुरुचरणारविन्दाभ्यां नमः। वन्दे नन्दनतस्लीनं पादरेणोधीशः व्यासं हरिगतोऽखिलं पुराणे भुवनत्रयं गोपीशरणारविन्द परमानवे नमः। पीताम्बरं करविराजितशङ्खं कौमोदकी सरसिजं करुणासमुद्रं राधासहायमतिसुन्दरमन्दहासं वातालयेशमनिशं हृदिभावयामि। कोमलं पूजयन्नेनं श्यामलोऽयं कुमारः वेदवेद्यपरं ब्रह्म वासदां पुरतो मम। मूलं करोति वाचालं वक्त्रं लङ्घयति गिरिं यत्कृपालहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवं। श्रीकृष्णाय नमः। श्रीहरये नमः। सर्वत्र गोविन्दनाम संकीर्तनं गोविन्द गोविन्द। श्रुतया ऊचुः verse 14 जय 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 हे जामचिदोषकृपीनपुणं त्वमसि यदात्मनां समवरुद्धसमस्ततः अतिजगतोऽवसा अखिलशक्त्यवबोधगते क्वचिदजयात्मना च चलदोऽनुपचरे निगमाः बृहदुबलद्धमेतदवयन्द्यवशेषतया यदुदया समयो विकृतेर्मुदिवा अत कृषयोधभूस्त्वयि मनोवचनाचरितं कथम यथा भवन्ति भुवि दत्तवगान्यनाम् इति तवगुरस्य स्थलिवदेहिलोकमनक्षपणकथामृताब्धिमवगाहितमांसि जहु किमुदमुनसुधामविधूताशयकालगुणाः परम भजन्ति ये पदम् अजस्रसुखानुभवम् युदयमिव सुसन्ध्य सुहृदो यदिवेनुविधा महदहमाधयोन्नमसृजन्यलनुग्रहदा पुरुषविधोन्मयोऽत्र चरमोन्नमयादिश्रिया सदसदवनं त्वमधं यदेशवशेषमदम्. So, yesterday when we discussing these first verses in the personified Vedas prayers, Shurida, we have seen that the purpose is that of Shurida is to wake up Krishna, which is who is within the heart, Andaryami, to wake him up. That is Shurida. We must not misunderstand that Krishna is sleeping somewhere and Vedas personified has gone there and waking him up. That's not how it is. It is like this, that somehow to wake up Antaryami inside everyone, that is Shudhira. So Shudhi, Vedam Dhani, or the Vedam, chanting the Vedam, they have the personified forms of that. They are glorifying Krishna in this way. And we have talked about this yesterday also, that it can happen in the normal way, like through the Upanishads, Brahma Sutram, those who have gone closer to the Sampradaya system. That's called Parampara, Sampradaya system. It can also happen outside the Sampradaya because sometimes people who have, in their previous lives, they have gone very far in spiritual life. But in this life, due to some prarabdha, they may have to take birth in certain situations. This can always happen. It's not everything is so that streamlined in a particular way. Nobody knows about someone's prarabdha, isn't it? Somebody comes here and takes birth in some family, and there must be a reason behind it, and that thing is, according to Srimad Bhagavatam, is prarabdha karma. Prarabdha karma decides whether to take birth, where, under whose parents, and in what circumstances. All these things are decided by prarabdha, because it's not in our choice. We just given a birth and we have come here. So Bhagavatam says, according to Bhagavata Siddhantam, prarabdha is the cause behind it, what makes that decision, whether to take birth. But it is possible that a person may have in previous life executed spiritual life seriously. So those who have, this Shudhigita is for those sadhaka who is performing sadhana seriously in spiritual life. Shudhigita is for them. Not for ordinary people who just wants to come to the temple and go back after doing their routine thing, whatever they have to do. But this is for serious sadhanas. So who is executing serious sadhana, for them Shudhigita will give a deeper understanding. So, we saw yesterday, it can happen. They may not have come in the same tradition or Parampara Sampradaya system, but still the personalities like Kabir and some of those personalities whom we have seen in the sayings in Maharashtra, like Tukaram, Namadev and so and so. Not everybody. Yaneshwar was very traditional and Ekanath was traditional, but there are instances they have born in certain situations which were beyond their control due to prarabdha, but still due to the purva vasana from previous life which they have carried on, it has come back in their life in this world, and they very quickly they come back to the same Upanishads path, the path of Upanishads. That has happened also. Then in their life we also notice another thing, that they all had the mercy of their Guru Kripa, spiritual master's Kripa. That is an important thing. Spiritual master's mercy, in other words, that has helped them to come back very quickly, that attraction for spiritual master and also surrender to him. That was an important factor. So, I mentioned yesterday also that like in the case of Arjuna, that everyone gets captivated by the personality of the spiritual master rather than taking the message from the spiritual master. Message from the spiritual master is self-realization. And therefore, because Krishna has come in that form of the spiritual master, he has to be respected as much as like Krishna. That is the principle. Like you can see in these Guru Ashram prayers also, he is considered to be Sakshat Hari. Isn't it? Sakshat Hari Tvena Samasta Shastrai Uktastalava Gathayeva Sarthi. He says, Sakshat Hari he is. And if he is Sakshat Hari, how come Sakshat Hari falls down? Then what Sakshat Hari is? So there you have to understand that it is, in situations like that, you have to really look at it from the eyes of the verses, Guru Ashram, and there are many Guru Ashrams by different parameters. They will all mention the same, one and the same thing, that Krishna is the spiritual master in another form who has come to take our attention away from the world towards the Antaryami. That is the principle behind it. So, in the Srimad Bhagavatam also you will see this. Yada yada lama parivrajyate saumal punya gatha shravana vibhanehi tatha tatha pashyari vastu sushmam chakshudire yanjana samprayakam Chakshudivai Anjana Samprayuktam mentions like that. So everything like a copy. Just like if you write that Anjana or the ointment in the eye, it will help you to see if there is any treasure underneath the ground. There was an ointment like that available in the past, that they were able to detect precious metals from underneath the ground. So they had that thing before. That's why, similarly, Chakshudivai Anjana Samprayuktam, if you apply that Guru Kripa, spiritual master's mercy on the eye, Kabir says here that I started seeing the whole world as manifestation of Rama. Like Tyagaraja also says the same thing. They started seeing everything as the manifestation of Rama, which means that it is Brahman who is present everywhere, and that is his own soul who is within. How is that possible? It's the greatest mystery, because one who has realized the Tattvam, one who has known the Tattvam, for them it is not surprising at all. Because Jnana, knowledge, is defined Bodha Vastu Vishayam. Alani Swami mentions this in the Bhagavad Gita Bhashyam. He says Jnana is Bodha Vastu Vishayam. Bodha Vastu Vishayam means that Jnana is not going to come from outside. It's already there in all of us. A soul, spirit soul, he is full of eternal, full of bliss and full of knowledge. So if it is full of knowledge, it means that it doesn't require any knowledge has to come from outside. And it is not something to be acquired from outside. In reality, everyone is a jnani. He is carrying the jnana with him. Only thing is that jnana is not manifesting totally. He is carrying it with him. It's there inside, but it is not manifesting. So therefore we say like this, that we have to have a different understanding of spiritual life. At the moment, most of us are thinking that we have to study a lot of Shastra and a lot of sadhana, and eventually one day it will be given to us. Actually, it is not like that. Our attention, if it falls, Shraddha falls on the soul, and if we become serious about it, that somehow the other it happens, either by Krishna's mercy directly or through spiritual master's mercy. If our attention falls on the soul, Shraddha falls there, Krishna says there that this will happen. This will happen. In English also they have a word called paradigm shift, isn't it? What is this paradigm shift? If you look, you will see there that here what we are looking at it now, as soon as you wake up from the dream state, when we come back to the waking state, you can say that that is an example of this, what they call in English as paradigm shift. Because when you wake up from the dream state to waking state, whatever awareness you were going through in the dream state, suddenly you were able to shift that attention from that state into the waking state, isn't it? You were able to do that. That in the dream state you were experiencing so many things. But as soon as you were woken up, what happened? Your whole attention on that activities of the dream state, you have left it. And you are able to move on to the waking state. So if you look into this dictionary also, you will find this word, paradigm shift, they say, as a change of thinking from one way of thinking to another. One way of thinking to another. It just does not happen, but rather it is driven by the agents of change. Like you can see in the dream state to waken state, when you come back, it's not done on your own accord, isn't it? It just happens by the circumstances of the state, of the awareness of the dream state to waken state happens. It's not in your control. It just happens by the agents of the change, which means the modes of material nature. She changes it for us. She switches off the dream state and she switches on the vacant state on us, in us. So when she switches off the dream state and switches on the vacant state, immediately all our attention also moves away from the dream state to the vacant state. That is clear, isn't it? It's not in our control. None of them is in our control. For example, a very rich man, wealthy person, he is sleeping in a very comfortable bed, air-conditioned room, everything is well kept. But while sleeping, he is experiencing a dream where he is suffering from poverty and he is feeling as though he is wandering around in a forest and he is not able to get any food, he is starving. All those things he experiences in the dream. And then somebody comes and wakes him up. As soon as he woken up, he looked at everything. He finds himself sleeping in a comfortable bed, in an air-conditioned room, in his own house, and all fruits and other things, foodstuff is all there, and he was not feeling hungry anymore. In the dream state he felt hungry, but now he is not feeling hungry anymore. So how did this shift happen? It didn't happen on his own accord. It happened because the modes which controls our dream and vacant state, that switched the mode off and switched this on. The dream state mode was switched off and the vacant state dream was switched on. So similarly, it didn't take very long for him to come from the forest back to the place where he lived, isn't it? Similarly, at the moment our vision is all focused on the world and focused on all the avidya objects and all the temporary things in this world. And because of all that, it's a kind of dream that is going on. Because of that, our attention is not falling on the truth, the satyam inside, antaryami inside. Attention is not falling there. It's falling on all other wrong places. So, what does Krishna, spiritual master does? What his mercy does is, at some point in time, he suddenly manages to get us out of this and get our attention on the soul, our attention on the soul. In other words, our shraddha falls on the truth, on the satyam, isn't it? So, directing our shraddha from the world to the antaryami is what the spiritual master does. That's what he does. At some point he does that. So, at the moment, we are seeing in the world all different names and forms, isn't it? Namarupam. In the Upanishad, they call it as Namarupam. Namarupa means that we feel that this world is varieties and all so many different personalities and their forms and names whom we are relating with everybody in that way. That is called Namarupa. In the Bhagavatam it is spoken about Namarupam. Namam and Rupam. That has got a name, it has got a form. That is how we are connected with this world. So, when this happens, when the Shraddha falls on the Antaryami, what will happen is, we will straightaway give up the Namarupam. Namarupam will go from inside and we will start the Adhishthana. Adhishthana means the screen behind everything. Namarupam is the cinema. Adhishthana is the screen, Brahman is the screen. And we have to have that darshanam or that experience. And if you look outside, everything is normal. But if you may start thinking what is unusual about it, and then we start looking inwards and start seeing that inside also, earlier, there was a lot of chittavritti, thought waves were coming to our mind. And we started going beyond that chittavritti and started thinking, what is my swarupam? What is my identity? This thought started building up strongly inside. So, and when you start looking deeper and deeper, that means if your shraddha has gone inward, and not to the mind and intelligence, somehow or the other, that you have lost this connection with this name and forms in this world. Namarupam has gone away and Shraddha has gone inwards, and that Shraddha starts Deva, who am I? That inquiry has come up strongly. And when he going deeper and deeper, he will see that Krishna is sleeping there in the form of Antaryami there. He finds that there. That's what happens to all the Jnanis. Krishna is sleeping there in the form of Antaryami Rupam. So, that Antaryami is what